MARICAMA. Greetings, it's Maria, and today I would like to talk to you about entity attachment. In this video, I will explain what entity attachments are, examples, how they affect you, and how you can get rid of them. Let's begin. So first off, in this world that we live in, it is the physical world. The color spectrum is only like less than 0.1 of what is all really out there. We've been taught that all there is just this physical world. Radio waves, you can't see them, none of that. Alright, anyway, everything is energy. You can see me. I am in this physical body of a little Filipino Asian woman, very misleading. Alright, but inside of me there is an energy. So everyone, there's like a soul. Let's just have an open mind and just play along. Okay, we're gonna practice play right now. So just think of it as a soul. There's a soul essence inside of me that is moving my body right now. So just a light. So when you're taking a selfie, it's just a light in each photo. Just a little light. It doesn't matter how the vehicle looks. It's just a light. Bright or dim. That is the difference. Just bright or dim. When a person dies unexpectedly, say from like a car accident or something very just tragic or war, sometimes they don't know that they passed and they stay on this plane. They're unaware. It was so sudden. They're like, why isn't anyone looking at me? I don't understand. Basically what happens is that they find a light that matches their vibration, right? So they're probably feeling bad. Maybe you're feeling bad one day, which allows them to be resonant with you. They see your light. Maybe you got a bright light. Even though you're feeling bad, you got a bright light. They attach to you. I've talked to a entity during one of my hypnosis sessions, and they say that they just see like different lights. It's just light, and then when they attach, then they can see the physical world, and then they can live in different places of your body, relating to what happened to them when they passed. Alright, so that is an entity attachment. And in my mind, they could be everywhere, you know what I mean? And so this relates, in my mind, this relates to ghosts, this relates to scary movies. This is a side comment. I feel like scary movies are these beings trapped on this plane who are calling for help, like they just want help. Anyway, examples of entity attachments. When I was learning hypnotherapy back in 2020 with Sangio and Alba Weinman, we all had to practice hypnosis on each other. So all my classmates were in different groups. I'm like, I'll go, it's gonna be fine. When I go, I'm bawling my eyes out. And then I find out there are 16 attachments on my body. And then Alba comes into the class and said, because she's just like going through the different Zoom rooms. And then she says, oh, who is this? And then the person says, Ant-Man. Apparently, how this person passed is they were just squished like with a heavy rock and like an ant. So then they became Ant-Man. How did they attach to me? There was one day when I parked at Woodlawn. I live in New York. I parked in Woodlawn subway station. And over there's this giant cemetery. And this one day I come back to my car and my window is just shattered. Really freaky. They didn't steal anything though. All I had was groceries in there, like oatmeal from Costco. Apparently they don't like oatmeal, the one who smashed my window. But I was freaked out that day. And I know that's the day that they all attached to me. I was scared out of my mind. So then she talked to them, would you like to go? So here's the thing with entity attachments. They say, would you like to go back to the light? Go back to the light. They could either be like, no, I want to stay with Maria. But when you talk to them, they'll be like, oh, yes, I understand. Yes, I would like to go back to the light. All right, we're going to show this to everyone who is also attached. So they say, find the light inside of you. This is why, because of these sessions, this is why I'm just like, yeah, everyone has a light inside of them. That's their soul. Their soul, they have a light inside of them. Find the light inside of you. Do you see it? This is the script that happens every single time when it comes to these entity attachments. Do you see the light inside of you? Yes. It's dim. I can barely see it. Right? Make that light 10 times brighter. How does it feel? Oh, warm. Are you ready to now go back to the light? Yes. So we're all individual souls. We all come from one. All is one. Would you like to go back to the light? Yes. For me, I like to call upon Archangel Michael to assist them back to the light. Do you see it? Do you see Archangel Michael? Yes. Okay, you gotta take it to the light. Take all of them to the light. Who do you see at the light? My mom. She's been waiting for me. Oh, my husband, he's here. My sister. All right, may the light of the universe always accompany you. That's it. That's all the things. That's how you get rid of them. Through reasoning, through talking with them. I know that all we know is about exorcisms. And when you see in exorcisms, the body is shaking, which is probably scary. But in my mind, it just seems like a child having a tantrum. When you're forcing someone out of someone's body, when you're forcing someone out of a body, they're not going to want to go. So they're going to be mad. And then they're going to whine and shake. But if you have reasoning with them, you say, listen, don't you wanna go back to the light? Don't you wanna go back? You don't wanna be with her anymore. She can't provide you with what you need. Are you ready to go back? It's on varying levels of easy with this, with the reasoning. You gotta be creative to how to reason with them. But eventually, for me, I feel like, because I'm a creative person, and I mean, you can reason with them. Anyway, you reason with them, that's how you bring them back to the light. I find this work to be so important because who knows how many entities or lost souls exist on this planet that are just attached to us. And what they do to you is that they make you feel as bad as them. So, one example I saw in Alba Weinman's sessions, in one of her sessions, there was a child who was killed in a car accident. The child attached to a woman's foot and attempted to make that woman get into a car accident, which is pretty scary, alright? So, how we get rid of them? I'm sure if you are just like by yourself and you are talking out loud, if there are any attachments onto me, please see the light inside of you. Potentially, you could do that and like release them if they are ready to go to the light. Some you have to talk to because they are not ready to go. Or you can sign up or ask me about hypnotherapy, where I'll be able to facilitate in releasing these entity attachments from you. Please don't be nervous about this. What you know is that you can just connect to your higher mind, higher knowing. Move from that higher knowing more than anything else. Connect to a higher mind, as we are all just moving from the programs of when we were a child and the generations before us. So always know that you are empowered. If you're not empowered, you're letting someone else you're letting someone else take power over you. And then it's a question of why do you feel like you deserve less? Why do you think that's acceptable? And then moving past that. So anyway, thank you so much for listening about entity attachments. Please comment below, subscribe to my channel for more videos about hypnotherapy, puppetry, the arts, fashion. I do a lot within the vibe of spiritual is more than entertainment. This is beyond entertainment. Thank you so much for watching. More breath, more awareness, more fun, more abundance. Until next time.